Everybody, welcome. My name is Luis, and welcome to what? My setup video. So I have been slacking on trying to create one of these. I have made so many different versions of these, and all of them I just kind of scrapped. I didn't like the way they were turning out and stuff. Well, this is going to be the real setup video, where I'm basically going to go through everything that I usually see, I usually use, everything that I bought. We're not going to go too far into my computer. I may do another video if you guys really like this one, where I actually tell you guys everything I bought for my computer and how the setup is kind of working for my computer itself. But on top of the video of this, I'm also going to be showing you how I record in this episode, so make sure that you watch all the way through and you can find out everything. So, as you can tell from just this point of view, you can see that this is my main kind of desk. This is where I do everything, record and film and edit and post and live stream. Just everything goes right here and is happening right here and is done and accomplished right here. Now, behind all my monitors and stuff is actually a giant chalkboard, which I recently erased everything that's on it. And I went ahead and did some kind of logo art stuff, which I think is pretty nice. And then behind my desk is the green screen we have. And over here is the live stream camera, which we haven't used yet because I haven't set it up. Basically, it's on a tripod, but this is a Sony. It's kind of like a GoPro, but it hooks up to the Wi-Fi and internet, as well as to my computer, so then we can do live streams and stuff like that with it, which is really awesome, really useful, and I can't wait to start using it. Now, if we go back to our setup, all this stuff has taken a very long time to get. This has not been something that I just was like, oh, I just want something, a new monitor, let's just get everything right now. No, I didn't do that. It's been probably 2 or 3 years of just collecting and buying and resourcing and stuff like that. Also, I didn't start with my tower that I have now. I actually had a Logitech tower, which I had for probably about 4 or 5 months, and then it got really virus infested and basically completely shut down. So I have a really simple, basic gaming keyboard. I used to have a wireless gaming mouse, but there was an issue with its power saving thing, so I really just stopped using it. Also, I have Turtle Beaches. Now, these are the PS4 Turtle Beaches, but they're still really nice for, computer gaming and stuff. They have good bass and sound and whatnot. The microphone isn't the best on it, but that's why I have this microphone, which is my main recording and live streaming audio microphone. This thing is amazing. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, my tower is actually hand-built. Me and my dad built it. Andrew Prouty helped me with putting it together and stuff like that, getting the right parts, everything I need without it, browning out or blacking out or anything like that. And it's pretty nice. It runs very smooth, but at the moment I do need an upgrade for it, which is a big thing. Now, if we go over here to my monitors, I do have 2 monitors. One is the nicest one. That's the HP one on the right. And the one on the left is a really old Acer one. My brother actually gave that one to me. And then, of course, my fancy chair. This chair is actually hand-me-down from my parents. And it's really comfortable, but when the room becomes very hot, it's kind of like a really small tin room and all the heat just kind of builds up. It's really not comfortable when it's really hot in this room. And then around my desk, which is one of the things I was trying to talk about in the takeover live stream, is that I need to take and have a cabinet or something to put all these in, because we have so many different kind of things that we've collected and people have given us that we need to put it somewhere. And of course, this is the closet, which also has a lot of things that we need to put in a cabinet. So messy. Now, of course, that's kind of my main setup that you guys don't usually see. But what we're going to do now is we're going to head over into the computer, and then you guys can check out how I'd actually do my recording and live streaming and stuff like that. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled out all the programs I use for my live streaming and my filming. One of these things that I use, I had to buy, and that thing is Camtasia. And Camtasia is pretty smooth with the whole thing. It's running, and it's filming and everything. Its editing is pretty nice, too. You can do a lot with its editing. Not as much as you can do with, like, Sony Vegas, but for what it is now, for just the simple gaming videos I do, it does work pretty nice. Also, you can go very in-depth with the audio and stuff like that. So if you want to take out certain parts, raise certain levels of this audio and lower certain levels of that audio, connect certain things, group certain things, it works very well. Also, it comes with a screen recorder, which I'm actually using right now. Can I pull it over? Yes, I can. Look, it's a screen recorder. So basically, it's pretty simple screen recorder. All you have to do is just drag a bar around what you're filming, or you can do window mode where you can just choose a window and it films that as well. It's pretty nice. It works with everything because it records your screen, and it keeps everything running pretty smooth too. It doesn't lag my computer. It doesn't make anything frame ratey. Keeps everything pretty nice. So that is Camtasia. Now, I can't use Camtasia for live streaming, so I use OBS. And OBS is pretty nice for live streaming. If we do a preview stream, you can see that this is what you guys saw during the takeover live stream. This is what you guys saw during the break. And during the opening was this section. And it works fairly nice. You could record with this. The quality of the recording goes way down, though, just because I don't know, it's not really meant for recording. It's mainly meant for live streaming. So I would say don't use this for recording, but if you have no other choice for recording, this would probably be the best thing. And another big thing is that if you guys can't record your voice in any sort of way, I used to use Audacity, and Audacity is pretty nice. It's pretty basic. It's just a simple, hey, I'm recording blah, 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 blah. Playback. Just a simple, hey, I'm recording blah, 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 blah. And, you can edit it and do things like that. There's effects you can amplify. You can make the tone really high or really low. And you can basically do whatever you want with Audacity. It's totally and completely free for, download, and it's pretty nice. The only issue I have had with it is that when I load it up, it actually turns my mic really, really low, which I don't really understand why it does that. It turns it to, one volume, which is, like that. It's terrible. Did you hear that? You probably didn't because, it was probably one volume, and you can't hear a thing on one volume. But Audacity is pretty nice. I've used it for probably a year and a half, and then I just kind of stopped using it because this thing records my voice pretty well. So, yeah. And then, of course, after I record a video, I go record, blah, 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 blah. I bring it into my Camtasia editing software, and we just pull up a recent project. Let's just say we'll do this one. We can go through and basically just doing some transitions, editing, adding callouts, which is basically text and background photos and stuff. And then you get this beautiful thing. Oh, so beautiful. Hello. You can watch that video. That's the Adventure Capitalist video. And then also all my outros and intros were created in this. So this whole thing, if I just silence this for a second. This whole thing here was created in Camtasia, and as you can see, it runs smooth, it looks nice, everything looks good, as well as the outro was also done. Oh, this one doesn't have the outro. But the outro was also done in Camtasia, and, oh jeez. And I have to say, Camtasia works really well. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. It's just the point that, you have to know what you're doing and what you're using it, and how you're using it. Also, you have to know the limitations of it because it doesn't work for everything. I can't do complete animations. I can't do complete, video editing with, adding special effects and stuff. But, doing simple things like this, we work really well, and it comes out really nice and really smooth. And then once I complete editing, I just have to do produce and share. And then I always, no matter what, do my videos in 1080p. Because it's the nicest and it's the best for YouTube. And then after that, it loads, it pops up in a nice little browser window, and it shows me the completed video. I can watch it over, review it real quick. If I like it, I prepare it for posting, and then for my thumbnails, I use Paint.net, and Paint.net is really awesome. It's a completely free, really useful kind of upgrade to your Microsoft Paint. Recently, I did this for the vlog, and it's very nice, it's very smooth, and once again, it's one of those things if you don't know what you're doing with it, then you'll have no idea and you won't be able to really accomplish anything with it. But that's basically it. That's how my setup looks, as well as how I do all my main recording stuff. A big thing I didn't show you guys was that I do have a webcam. It's a Logitech webcam. It's not the best webcam, but it is pretty useful for what I have it for. I use it mainly just for live streaming anyways. If I do get a chance, I might use it for like a vlog or something, but nothing too crazy. We also do have a lot of cameras and a lot of camera gear, such as we have lots of tripods and monopods and things like that. We also have 3 main cameras, which is the Sony one, which is the GoPro one. We have a Samsung camera, and then we also have a nice Nikon, which we mainly use for basically just doing whatever. But that's it for this video. I really hope you guys thought this was informative and you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want me to make any more videos like this, or maybe live videos in general, I would love to do that because we have lots of free time in between doing filming and stuff, and I usually don't do anything during that time, so it'd be good to start doing some maybe live videos and stuff like that, or working on different projects for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. What would happen if we just started beatboxing? What happened if we would just start beatboxing? What would happen if you and me would just start beatboxing? What? Nothing. What? Nothing. What? There's nothing to be said here. No words needed.